Hello everyone, welcome to Best T-shirt Designs. Today I am going to make a Christmas sweater design but with bear niche. So this is going to be a t-shirt design for Christmas. My target audience will be bear lovers and this is the text I will be using. It's the most wonderful time for a bear, and of course some bear related elements here in this design, and these are the element, the Christmas element I am going to use. This is the package that I have shared in my group. If you check my group in post, you will find this one to download. So I'm going to use this in my these elements are from this package and I will use some of them. And then of course I'm using a font that is called Christmas Sweater Regular. You can find this font. So for this one here I'm going to use, first of all I'm going to make a area where I can put my graphics. So let's start with, okay, this is an example from Amazon. I'm going to just recreate that one. So first step is I'm going to create a area for my text. Like this is the text, this is the area I want to cover, so something like this, and then I'm going to align them in the center position so that it looks like this, and that is the overall wide of my this design. I'm going to bring in ruler for this area here so that I can place it in there, and that will guide me. That is my maximum wide of this design. Okay, you can do this perfectly, no problem. And then right click on this guide, then lock guides, so they are not going to move from its place. Now for this area I want to place it like this. That is a area I want to create for my graphics, and then I'm going to use this in the same way. So I'm going to first of all select this 3, then make that the key object and align it with my that artboard area. That is fine. And for this one here and this one also I'm going to use my eraser tool just to erase some part of it, just like that. So maybe from here, that is fine. And this one I'm going to make it same white as my this guides are, so that is fine. And then that one, the selected one, I'm going to place it in the bottom area of my artboard, but I want to keep a bit distance between the text and like this. But as you can see, comparing to this graphic, this is a bit smaller, so I need to make it bigger. So let's make it bigger, something in this position maybe. Then I'm going to erase the rest of it, and it is looking good. So this is the main area of my sweater design. That is how it is going to be. Then I am going to place this text, so it's the most, I'm going to make it this font style. I'm going to make it a bit smaller in size because that is not a very important text, but this wonderful text is my, I want to make it bigger. I want to give this the focus, something like this. And then time for a, of course I'm going to make it this font style. And then this one, this bear, I want to make it bigger. Okay, let's not make it 2 line because that is going to be too big. So just let's make it something like this. And then this wonderful, of course wonderful, I'm going to make it time in that for a bear. So just to keep some space in the middle because I want to play with some graphics there. So you can see this is how it is looking. I can make the bear part. Let's break the font. I don't need that to act like a font anymore, so that is fine. Okay, so this is how it is looking. Now let's bring it up, something like that. Then of course for this one I'm going to make a copy of this. I'm going to place it something like here, then align it with that text and make it center. So this is how it is looking. And then it's the most wonderful time. So this wonderful time I am going to make it same size white as my these rulers are right now. Okay, that is fine in this position. So you can see there is a little problem that this, it's the apostrophe here, that is not in this pattern style, that because this font does not support that option, so it is looking like that. We can simply fix that by doing something like this. Let's bring a copy of this I here and then erase some part of it, and this is going to look like that exact same style. So that is fine. So let's align it with that text, and you can see this is how it is looking. That is not a problem. So I'm going to place it here, then of course align it with that text, and this is how it is looking. Let's bring in a bit down so that I can place something like this in the middle, and then of course align it with the center. So that is fine. If I select all of this, then change the alignment to selection, then I can distribute the space between them. You can see like this, that will distribute the space, and this is looking good. Let's select this 4, okay, not that 4, this 3, align, distribute the space, and that is fine. So this is how it is looking. Now this is going to be the center position of my this text. I want to place some graphics here so that it looks cool, and then of course for this area I want to place some Christmas related elements. So what is the Christmas related element? You can see here. So this snowflakes, this deer, this Christmas tree, so these are basically the element of Christmas. So I'm going to select some of them, copy them, and then place it here. So this is how it is looking. I want to, let's start with this deer one. So let's keep the deer on top, something like this. So I want to place that deer there, but I want to add this kind of shapes to it too, just to give it a beer related feel. Now for an area like this is too small and the details will be less visible. So for making that perfect, I want to make it merge unite. So merge unite will make it one single shape, and that is basically just a shape of a beer glass, nothing else here. So that is fine. Now I want to place it here, and then I want to place my deer, and I want them to be same size, bigger, something like that. That is fine. Let's copy this one. So just like this, placing here, and then press Ctrl D. So Ctrl D will keep duplicating my these shapes, and then I am going to place my deer here, and then press Ctrl D. Okay, don't worry how it is looking, just make sure that it is not overlapping, and this is fine. Now let's select this all of this. Now I am going to make them align center wise, then I am going to distribute the space. So that is just making the alignment, like I want to make it a little smaller than this size, so something like this shape. So maybe I can put one here, and then I can put one here, and then this two I want to place it, this one in this area. So let's place it like that. Okay, so this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so I have 9. That is a very good number. Let's select this 4 and then align them, sorry, reflect them like this, and then this 4 is looking good. Let's delete this part, I don't need that. I will do something else there. So let's select a snowflakes here, just like this. Okay, that is fine. Now I want to select this one and this two. I'm going to place them in this direction. Then I am going to select all of it and then distribute the space. So it is going to distribute the space between the text, and that is really cool. So all of this I just want to make them green, just like this. So that is fine. This is the beer related effect that I wanted to create. And then again I am going to create this with this Christmas tree here, and of course for this one I am going to place another one. So this is a bit longer, let's not use that. Maybe I am going to use this one. So this is fine. Oh, by the way, you can find this kind of graphics in the free pick. There are tons of them. Just take anyone. That's not a nothing copyrighted. So it is going to look like this. Don't worry how it is looking right now. So I'm going to place it here, and then I'm going to make a copy here. 4 copy. Okay, so this is not something like that deer, so no problem of reflecting it. That is fine. Let's select everything from here, align them center wise, then distribute the space between them. That is good. And now I want to make it just the same wide as my this design, so something like this. And for this one here, these black shapes that you can see for the beer glass, I am going to make them red. So this is how it is looking right now, and that is fine. And for this one I am going to place maybe some of them here, because this is a beard design and I want to place all of them as much as I can. So something like this, that is fine. Let's select this one, make that the key object, then align. So this is how it is looking. Maybe just bring in a bit close, then make them a group. And for this one I'm going to reflect, then of course make it in this position, and then I'm going to bring that one time close, and then that is fine. Now I'm going to select all of this, then merge unite. So that is also going to be a same size graphics to all. Okay, so this is how it is looking right now, and I made a little change here, like I changed the bare glass here, so this one is looking a bit cleaner. So this is how it is looking right now. Now the next step is I am going to make this center graphic. So for that I am going to place this bare mug here, and then I'm going to make it bigger because I have a bigger space here. I want to fill that. So let's just bring a copy of this, something in this style. Okay, before that we can do one more thing, that is cut it, Ctrl F to paste in front. Now I want to fill it with bare colors. So let's press K for live paint bucket tool. Okay, let me show you here. So if I press K for live paint bucket tool, now I can simply choose colors. So I'm going to use it this color of bear, this yellow color. So I'm going to fill this area with this color. You can use, of course, you can take a shape in the background, and then you can, okay, let's do it in that way. That will be easier. So here is my glass here. I'm going to take a shape in the background, and this one I'm going to put some color. Send that to back, select all of it, then trim. So trim will make it trim, and then delete these extra parts. And then where I want to make change, I want to make this handle color kind of this white, and then this color I want to make that white, but the rest will remain like this. So this is fine. Now for this one here I am going to place it here in this area, and then I am going to bring a copy here and reflect it. So it is going to look like this, something like that. Let's group it so that it is staying in the same position. So this is how I want to make the center graphic. And then for the side of this design I want to put something like these shapes, these snowflakes. I really like them. So let's just put some here. Let's make it a group, and then I can simply align it with the center position of my text. For now I'm going to make them red so that I can clearly see what is going on here. Okay, so not like that, and then a bit bigger in size, something like this. Then for the opposite side I'm just going to bring another copy and then reflect. So these two I want to make sure they are aligned with this one, and that is fine. Then this one with this one, so that is good. Let's select these three, maybe just select all of it from the center and then place them in the center position. So this is how it is looking, don't worry. And for this area I want to make some changes to my these shapes, like these are overlapping and I don't want that. So I'm just going to put some of these shapes here and there just to make a modification. Okay, so one maybe here, and then another one I want to bring in this position, then one here. Just play around with these shapes just to fill the most of the area. Okay, so this is how it is looking, and this is, I think, good for me right now. And then I don't need this part, sorry. So I am going to select this one, then bring a copy, right, reflect, then I'm going to select this shape again to align it with that position. And then if anything is going wrong, we can of course modify that. So it is looking good. Okay, that much is fine. So you can see this is how it is looking. Now for this area, I don't know if I will need that or not. And this is how my design is looking right now, but there are some more things to do. And for the text here, let's just keep the text red for now, so that we can see what is going on, or we can just make it white. I'm using this off-white color, and for this too I'm going to make this red. Okay, let's not use red, let's use some green. So wonderful time, because I want to make some variation here. Maybe this beer I'm going to make it in that text, in that style. That is fine. So I'm just going to bring a background to see how it is looking, and it is looking good, not a problem. But one problem here is this graphic is not looking very similar to the other graphics, and for fixing that, what we can do here is, okay, so this pattern is looking good to me. This size of this text, this is like this shape, you can see the star kind of shape here. So that is too small, this is medium, and this is too big. So I want this medium style. So first of all is I am going to select one of these shapes. Let's select this 4 from here, and then I want to make them copy. I want to copy them just like that. Then I'm placing that here, just here. And for this shape here, I'm going to create some patterns. So go to object, pattern, and then make. Just it is going to look like this, don't worry, click OK. Then of course I'm going to make them red for some area. Again, go to pattern, make, and then click on this done. For this I'm going to make some red also, pattern, make, and then done. So this is how it is looking. Now for the rest of the area, rest of the elements, I am going to make it a very smaller in size, something like this. Again I am going to make pattern, done here. Then for the rest I am going to pick this color, this green color, again pattern, make, click on this done, and then one more time I am going to make it red. So I have basically now 6 pattern, 3 in bigger shape, 3 in smaller shape. You can see all of them are here. So first 3 is bigger, second 3 is smaller. So where will I apply them? Okay, one more thing that I want to do here is, okay, so let's bring it back one more time, because I wanted to, okay, sorry, that is erasing my patterns and I don't want that. So that is fine. Now for this text here, this beer text, there is a YOLO version of it. So I need to make one YOLO, of course. I'm going to select this 4, copy again. Then this is going to be for the YOLO one. Pattern, make. Okay, so this is good. Now let's add some changes. So for this one here, these deers, I am going to make them all in this red pattern. So this is smaller red one. So you can see this is how it is looking. And then of course for these shapes, these green shapes, this one, of course this one, I'm going to make them a smaller green pattern. So you can see this is how it is looking. It is just everything is looking exactly similar. So if I select this red shapes from here, I can apply this red small patterns. This is like too detailed here, but don't worry, in a final graphic it is going to look good. So this one here, and then of course, okay, that is selected. If I press Ctrl Shift W, that means I'm going to select all of it, and of course this line I'm going to make them all in same green and then a smaller pattern. So this is how it is looking for. Okay, let's select everything that is in red here. You can see that is selected. Let's make them red, a smaller pattern. So this is how it is looking. Don't worry about it, is going to be a bit detailed, but that is fine. So you can see everything, this snowflakes, this one here, everything is now in that pattern. So that is how I wanted to make it, everything looks similar exactly similar. But there is a problem, this bear is not looking like that. So let's do that. First step is I'm inside this group, so if I select anything with my magic wand, it is going to only select inside this group, nothing else will be selected. So I'm selecting this white from here, and then I'm going to apply this bigger white pattern, and then of course this yellow from here, and then this yellow bigger pattern. So you can see this is how my everything is looking right now. So everything is now in similar pattern, this is in similar style. So there is one more problem, that is this one is now, that red shape is now visible through my this bear, and I don't want that. So for fixing that, I'm going to select this shape from here, these two glass, and then copy them. Then I'm going to select this shape, open transparency, and then press Ctrl F here. So with press Ctrl F here, if I make them just black, it is going to hide those areas from here. You can see now it is not visible from here. So if you are going to make it in this way, it is going to, like, this is the way you can make a design like this, and it is not going to be copyrighted because we are using some shapes from like free pick or other website, but this is not the original shape style. So you can work like this, they work like this sorry. So this one, maybe I am just going to make it white, just like this, no yellow. So this is how it is looking. And if you have anything, if you learn anything new from this one, let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions, like any part you didn't understand, you can let me know, I will try to answer those. And if you want to download that, of course I will get that comment. If you want to download this, go to my Facebook group, you will find that graphic bundle there. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope this will help you, and see you in the next video, guys. Have a great time. Thank you everyone, thank you so much.